On behalf of Touch Football Australia, welcome to the 2022 National Touch League Referee Briefing. TFA would like to acknowledge our NTL event partners, Just Nation New South Wales and Coffs Harbour City Council, and we thank them for their ongoing support. Touch Football Australia acknowledges the Gumbaynggirr people, traditional custodians of the land on which we meet this week, and pays respect to their elders past, present and emerging. Their nation stretches from the Nambucca River in the south to around the Clarence River in the north and to the Great Dividing Range in the west. TFA is pleased to advise the 2022 NTL Referee Advisor is Chris Dolahenty. Working with him is the referee coaching panel consisting of appointment lead Ian Matthew. He is joined by Dave Field, Craig Thomas Schumacher, Luke McKenzie and Irene Duval. Leading the upgrades team is Ken Golden, who is joined by Greg Taylor, Joe Lagrande, David Coe and Brendan Jones. Working to support all referees and the referee panel are managers Julie Gee and Stacey Murdoch. Angela Trinery is the TFA staff referee support personnel. The Protect Against COVID-19 at Touch Football guidelines will be implemented at this event. Although COVID restrictions have been reduced to minimise disruptions to the tournament, we highly recommend anyone attending the event does a rapid antigen test prior to travelling to Coffs Harbour. It will be extremely important that anyone who is feeling unwell or has any COVID-19 symptoms or has been advised they are a close contact and are required to isolate or is a current positive COVID case does not attend the event or enter the event venue. We ask that you sanitise your hands on entry and exit. Hand sanitiser will be available around the event precinct. We also ask you to continue to practice social distancing and keep 1.5 metres apart where you can, and please do not congregate in groups. We recommend you bring your own sunscreen and hand sanitiser to reduce physical contact with other participants. This being said, sanitiser will be provided across the venue for all participants and spectators. Sunscreen will also be available from the referee check-in area. We will again be catering to provide lunch and snacks for referees on each day of the tournament. This will be organised by the Coffs Stadium staff. The food will be available from the referees area. There is a canteen, a cafe and other food vendors on site for the duration of the tournament. If you wish to bring your own pre-packaged food, there will be 2 fridges available for referees. A microwave will also be provided. The stadium can be accessed via 3 entry gates, Gate 1 being the main entry gate, Gate 4, which is located close to the referee's designated car parking area, and Gate 6, located on the southern eastern side of the venue. Security guards will be stationed at each of the gates to ensure everyone attending is complying with the entry conditions. Gates will be open from 7 AM each day and are for pedestrian access only. The referee check-in area is located at the northern end of the southern stadium. Please be vigilant to ensure a 1.5 metre distance is maintained at all times, particularly when in indoor spaces. Referee managers Stacey Murdoch and Julie Gee will be based in this location and will manage check-ins for each game. Scorecards, folders, pencils and sanitising wipes will be available for collection upon check-in. For those that have been to an NTL before at Coffs Harbour, you'll be aware that traffic and parking can be quite busy at times. Therefore, we do ask that you adhere to speed limits and roadsides around the venue and always use caution when driving and walking throughout the stadium precinct. There are several parking areas around the stadium which you can see on the screen in front of you in blue, including a new parking area next to the recently developed synthetic fields northwest of the main stadium. We encourage all referees to park in the areas coloured yellow. This will free up some of the main car parking spaces for players and spectators. Carpooling with fellow referees is encouraged to reduce the number of vehicles requiring car parks. Please do not park in the garden beds around the venue. The main methods of communication in the lead up to and during the event are outlined on your screen. Team app is where official announcements and notifications will be made during the event. Facebook will be updates in real time. If you do not use Facebook, please contact Angela and she will email all these updates to you. Angela can be contacted for assistance leading into the event and during the event. Whilst at the event, your team leader should be your first point of contact, as they will be able to assist with the majority of questions. We will now cover off on what the experience will be like for a day at the event for a referee. Referees are required to be at the venue for a team meeting at 7 a.m. each morning and are also asked to visit the referee check-in area to acknowledge all of their appointments for the day with the referee managers. Referees are expected to meet together and collect equipment packs for each game from the referee managers no later than 30 minutes prior to the match. Throughout this process, please ensure you sanitize, socially distance, and remain patient. On arrival to the field, you will fulfill your usual pre-match responsibilities. Find your buddy, introduce yourself to the team captains, and organise the coin toss. In addition to these, you will use the wipes within the folder to sanitize the game ball before the commencement of each game. At the end of the game, you will need to fulfill your usual post-match responsibilities. Water carriers scheduled for the next game will be required to report to the allocated field immediately. Scorecards should be given to the TFA ground staff wearing fluoro, yellow and blue shirts. Please do not take these back to the referee check-in area. The off-duty referees for the next round of games will be required to return the equipment pack to the referee check-in area. Referees are asked to support each other by also registering to carry water for fellow referees and teammates during the games. There will be a water carrier roster in the referee area coordinated by the referee managers and team leaders. There will be one water carrier assigned to each game. On your screen you will see an example of the allocations. Water carriers will be required to follow a COVID-safe process including sanitising hands and socially distancing wherever possible. Please ensure that in your water delivery you are not impeding on the game itself, including players, coaches, the interchange area, or entering the field of play. We ask that you stay 2 meters from the sides of the interchange area and do not cross in front of the interchange area at any time. Referees can attend the event for the duration of the day. Please remember to remain socially distanced whenever possible. During and at the end of the day, it is not the referee manager's responsibility to clean up after you. We ask that you tidy the referee's area prior to leaving at the end of the day. Referees are expected to wear the official Inferno uniform. Please remember that whilst you are in uniform, you are very visible to the public. We ask that you represent TFA and the referee contingent as best as possible by doing the right thing and socially distancing where practical. TFA is introducing a yellow clash referee shirt at this year's event. Use of the yellow shirt is for NTL and NYC events only and is not to be used outside of these two events. TFA will designate which games at the 2022 NTL event the yellow shirt is to be worn. For this year's NTL, the yellow shirt will be worn for games which have either a Brisbane Cobras or North Queensland Tropical Cyclones team in them. Inferno will have a merchandise outlet at the event where you can purchase either on-field or off-field uniform items. Appointments for Wednesday and Thursday will be announced in the days leading up to the event. Please confirm your allocations with your team leader to make sure you are aware of all appointments, including running water. Finals appointments will be announced at the referees meeting in the referees area before the final series commence. Note that while you may have departed the venue or not yet arrived, this does not mean you are clocked off. Your team leader may call you in to referee another match at any time, so please ensure you have your mobile phone on you at all times. This is a 4-day tournament and your services are required for the entire event. That is the completion of the referee tournament briefing. If you have any questions, your first point of contact should be your team leader. If they can't assist you or you are a team leader, then by all means please contact Angela Trenery at Touch Football Australia. She will be able to assist you with your inquiry. We look forward to seeing you all in Coffs Harbour later this week. Safe travels.